one thing that women hate that men do is hiding their emotions. Like holding yourself in a way that somebody can't feel who you are. If something is sad, we've been devastated by a flood. Jake, are you alive? Are you alive?
We can't find our kids.
Yeah.
Hi guys, Muruki Munyi here.
It's Lydia KM.
And we're back again with another episode of
The Messy In Between.
It's definitely TMI. Wow, I was sure I was gonna fuck something up there.
100%. Do you know my first one? My first one is I was looking here at the camera when we started. I was like, oh yeah, no, it's here.
Oh guys, it's been 5.5 years since we last shot.
5
and
a
3
bloody
weeks. It's been
half.
It feels like it's been forever.
It
but at
does.
the same time, it also doesn't feel like it's been forever.
For me, it feels like it's been forever.
It's because you've been in another land.
Me who
that's
have
the
been,
thing,
because
yeah.
I've gone. I guess that's why.
Yeah.
But can you guys, people go on holiday. People do anything, but the episodes are still there.
Imagine.
I hope you guys really appreciate it.
We are really trying to be consistent, but for what? That's the
so
question.
we were asked. Consistently going towards
that day really
what?
changed my life, man.
Even
really
me now, when
changed my life.
even now when people call us consistent, I'm like,
but for what?
But for what?
Yeah, you're so hardworking.
But for what? Towards what?
Yeah,
I mean towards
you
what?
never rest. But for what?
For what? For what? Where are you going? Where are you going?
Actually,
where are you headed?
That was truly a life-changing moment for me. Let me tell you.
We care so much about consistency. It's like, but what's behind that?
Yeah.
Forever change.
We actually need to do an episode on that, on like things which like you so strongly believe, but you've not asked yourself like why.
But why?
What is it?
Why must you be consistent? Why must you put up the affirmation every day? Why?
For what? Yeah.
For what?
Exactly. This is the question. Anyway, guys, welcome to another episode of TMI Podcast KE. We're so glad that you could join us. Thank you for watching TMI. Thank you for listening to TMI. Thank you for supporting us. We love you guys so much. We won Podcast Influencers of the Year at the Pulse Influencer Awards 2023.
Second year in a row.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And we're 2 years old.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Actually, I don't thought about that.
2 years
old. 2 years old and we've won it twice. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. For us, it's just like, I just feel like it's so validating and so affirming. It's like you started off and like, we didn't start off to just have like a podcast, just like any podcast. It's like we wanted to have a really something amazing, special. Like something we can really be proud of. And I think we're really proud of what we have.
I think so. Yeah. And now for me, TMI for sure feels like it's like another entity.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's like somewhat of a cult, right? Like there's a cult building here, you know? So I feel like even the way I treat TMI is like, it's in a different way. Like this is something people care about. This is something that people really find impactful. So we carry it with that same weight, guys. And we love you so much for doing that. I met so many in-betweeners in the UK. London, we're coming. So we said, if you guys keep subscribing, we keep getting this bag. Yeah. We can do London.
But also, if you're like a UK brand and you just want to fly us out there, we are not against taking a trip. No. We are not against being paid in a trip.
We said no.
We have said no to nothing. We cannot say no to anything. Don't you just feel like TMI is like bigger than you?
It is. For sure. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I treat TMI like, this is not me anymore. This is like this thing that I must respect. I can't play around with TMI, even though I'm one half of TMI.
Yeah. It's like,
that's
we can't
feel.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Joe also won Instagram Influencer of the Year, 2nd year running. Thank you so much for not charging us rent on Instagram.
Oh yeah,
thank you so much.
No, for now you can keep it. I'm gonna allow you. Yeah. So you guys can also secure
and you deserve it so much.
Thank you.
You are hardworking. You are impactful. You create content that is like, I've got to see it. If I'm not seeing your story, who else have I watched?
Even when I create mom content and you screenshot it for your kids.
God, wow. Jaden is gonna need this jumper. No, it's amazing. Congratulations, baby girl.
Thank you,
honey. So I wasn't able to be at the award because I was out gallivanting.
Yeah. And when I tell you guys, it feels like I went to the ceremony without my legs. Literally, that's what it felt like.
But
I was just like,
also her with Zach the whole time.
Now I had to. In fact, I asked him. You know, the funny thing is that Zach has never come with me to like any like public kind of like event like that.
More. That's why you can see who.
So in fact, even when he volunteered to come, I was just like, wait, is this a prank? Like, what do you mean? Why is he? Yeah, what's happening? What's happening?
Yeah.
But then he was like, no, it's just because Lydia is not there, and I know you would have wanted her to be there, so that's why I thought.
That
He's
is
like,
so
yeah,
thoughtful.
and he was like, if you were here, he definitely would not have come at all. Which I was like, oh, well, I guess it was not such a bad thing that Lydia was not here, because then I got to be my man.
I feel like when your man is in those situations,
Yeah.
to see who the fuck he's with.
Right?
Excuse me,
that
please.
felt really nice. But
Yeah.
I mean, it was really nice, but I would have loved for you to be there.
I know, I would have loved to be there as well. And actually, when you were walking there out on your own, I was like,
I know.
Where are you? Where are you?
Let me tell you the most annoying thing about, being there, meeting anyone, and everyone's just like, say hi to Lydia. Lydia couldn't come. Akina Lydia mekuacha. So now Lydia, I'm like, guys, she's not Mutana, okay? I don't live with her. It's just once in a while we are together. God.
But in those kind of events, for sure. Actually, any industry event is like, oh, Murugi.
Yeah.
I don't know,
I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know, guys.
But
I also love it. I love that. Like, our friendship is like that.
Yeah, and we're associated with each other.
I love that.
I also love it.
It's so cute.
It's so cute.
Guys, we've said this is the first time we've shot in so long. So the Moshene, the preamble is like so long.
20 minutes in. Perhaps we start the recording
Perhaps
of the
it would be great if we start.
Perhaps, yeah.
Perhaps it would be great.
So we love each other, but you know what we don't love? Things that men do. That's my intro.
You know what we don't love? Men.
Men.
You know what we hate? Men.
But funny enough, I feel like on social media, people are always dragging us that we drag men.
Actually,
which is crazy.
This is why we are doing this episode. Because if you thought we were dragging men and that we hate men, now you have the evidence.
Yeah.
Now you have the
and want to give reasons.
We want to give reasons. So when you go out there and you say, those men hating women, you have an episode to refer to.
It's this one. Actually,
this one. So today we are doing things men do that women hate. We want you to join us so that when they say we hate men, no, we want it to be all of us.
It's not just us. It is most. Let's not say most. Some women.
And actually, if there's a woman who likes anything on this list, pick her. Just pick her.
Some of them, it's like, you see, also depending on, the more I was like developing the list, I was like, depending on what your traumas are, it might be a good thing or it might be a bad thing. It might be something that you don't realize. Let me give an example.
Please.
My first one. Okay. So I feel like I really don't like it when my man acts like he doesn't know how to do something, so that either he needs me to help him do it or he needs me to just get it done for him. You see,
what's that thing called? Something
weaponized incompetence. No. Yeah.
So you're saying depends on what trauma.
So for example, and I saw this online actually.
Look at me.
So there are some
relax.
There are some women who actually like it because they want to mother. They want to be needed because that's the only time you feel valuable. If he can do everything and you're not even the breadwinner, you don't bring any money into the relationship, what is your value there? So you love it when he says, oh, babe, no, I just really like it when you clean the carpet. I just really love it when you change the bulb. No one changes the bulb like you. Yeah. So you see, some of these things, if in fact,
I could vomit on my mic right now.
So some of these things can be interpreted in different ways. So as we speak, perhaps think about if it's something that men are doing that clearly many women hate, but you perhaps like it. Maybe it's a thing to address. Or maybe just think about.
Because weaponized incompetence, there's a word weaponized. It's there so that majority of the labor can be on you. I pretend like I'm a child and you do all of the work. And as Kit asks us, is the man the head of the household or the firstborn? Because it can't be both.
Yeah.
It can't be both.
To you. To you. Yeah. And you see, there's also the opposite. So for example, if your man treats you like a child. Remember there was a time that we did I don't know, it was a dilemma or something where someone was like, this guy is so much older than her and she's dating him and he has kids and his kids are almost the same age as her. And it's like he treats her exactly like a And so to someone, it's just like maybe you don't like being treated like a child, but to someone else, because you want your man to fill the shoes of the father who did not give you love or emotional whatever. I am tagging myself. I told you when my therapist said your husband is not your father, and I was gasping and shocked beyond measure. I was like, just because I want him to whisper in my ear, I'm proud of you and I approve of everything you're doing, doesn't mean that I want him to be my dad.
Where do you see father in that? I don't see the connection.
Where is the connection? Exactly. So you see, you have to tag yourself.
Yeah. I feel like the ones we're going to say, I feel like are generally, like if you're a man and you're trying to study what women hate, you can use this as a rule of thumb. You will find that somebody will like it. But generally speaking, not so much.
That is true. Okay, fine. Go first.
Okay, fine. Well, you've already gone.
I've already.
Okay. My first one, one thing that women hate that men do is hiding their emotions. I don't know a woman alive not crying. Relax. We know what you feel. We know. Relax.
I was ready to rebut.
But that, like, holding yourself in a way that somebody can't feel who you are. Like, everything is just kind of macho. Either it's even happiness. You're holding happiness. You're holding sadness. I never know what you feel. Everything is like, I don't know a woman alive who loves that. Does anyone? No.
Like being indifferent. It's almost like
indifferent. Like you're holding your emotions so much that everything is neutral. If something is amazing, if something is sad, we've been devastated by a flood. Jake, are you alive? Are you alive?
We can't find our kids.
Yeah.
It's just like, do you like our kids?
Mutana is missing. You know, it's like, that's not human.
Yeah.
And I know there's a lot of things that men, they're not encouraged to be as expressive with their emotions. But I feel like now, the more we are becoming a bit more woke, the more it's just like, I want to see how you're feeling. Yeah, you almost got fired. Let's discuss that. That kind of been nice. You know, it's like we want to feel like we are feeling you, and there's no connection without vulnerability.
Yeah.
So what are we doing here?
Like, laugh. Do you know how to laugh?
Yeah.
Can you laugh like from your stomach?
We know your man knows how to laugh.
Oh yeah,
but very few men know.
Very few.
Very few.
And I feel like, obviously, we recognize that this is all based in how men are raised and how boys are told not to express themselves. And they are really, in fact, if you cry, if you whatever, it's just like, why are you acting like a girl kind of thing. However, I do feel like there's a difference between where most men lie and where Lydia and Murugi are.
For sure.
Crying in the middle of a shoot.
Anytime.
For example, in front of the camera, in front of hundreds of thousands of people. For us, that's just like any
it's
Tuesday.
An average Friday.
Or average Thursday in our lives. And I think there's something between where we are and like where not expressing anything is.
Yeah.
There's also a way, like, I can be like, when you said that, that you didn't like my hair, that really hurt me. Without it being like, you said, at least I've expressed it.
Manage your emotions, it's fine. But just let me see that you have them.
Or even just like, tell me that I'm feeling sad. I'm really happy to be here.
Even that.
I'm just saying it.
I'm really happy to be here.
I'm really happy to be with you. Yeah. I'm so excited for us to watch that movie. Like, just say, yeah, you're right. Absolutely.
Yeah. Wait, please. The hiding your emotions thing is outdated.
Yeah.
It's outdated, guys. We're doing this. Get in. Yeah. We're expressing our emotions.
Also, something else about that, I kind of like it when it's like, my man maybe is not as expressive around other people or like in public, but for me, like, I know that he's gonna tell me tonight
everything.
How exactly that I love that. Yeah. So it's not really, in fact, actually, it's more a matter of trust, because I feel like for him to be vulnerable with you, he has to trust that you're never going to use that against him.
Yeah, I don't expect Jake from down the road to start coming crying to me. Yeah. But it's like, if you in relationship, in spaces where it's just like, this is your sister, this is your mom, this is your woman. We want to see you. And I know that there's been punishment before, but a lot of women are really waking up to the fact that it's actually really important for men to express themselves, men to feel how they feel, and for them to be recognized as feelings humans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Humans with feelings.
Humans with feelings.
Feelings humans, guys. Yeah, just like
humans.
Feeling. I love that. Something else that men do that I just makes me so annoyed, and my man is tagged here.
Oh God.
Is like, not pretending, not understanding something about women, but like being comfortable in the not understanding. So it's just like, oh no, that's just a women's thing. It's just like, but you could also read about it, and now you could also understand, and we can all understand.
Fuming.
Right?
I'm fuming.
I know. That is so annoying. And it's like, they'll just resign to like, oh yeah, that's just not something that I know kind of thing. No. But you could know. You could know, because if there's like something about men that I don't understand, I'd like go research,
I'm curious,
speak to other men,
understand you
exactly, so that I can help you, so that I can.
So infuriating.
I find that I'm so
annoyed. Yeah, especially for me, if it's like matters of like sexual health, because majority of the times my sexual health is something about us. You're affected. Oh, gyna.
Come on, relax.
Take a breath, Jake.
But you're not screaming when it's sex time.
Oh,
but when
yeah.
it's sexual health time,
You're
we
out.
don't know.
No.
That's not.
You're right.
Yeah, even things like when you want to talk about like, this is contraception and it's like different kinds. Or it's like there's a female condom. Do you know there's a female condom? Miss Junkies of you too. May don't know these things.
Joe, stop triggering me.
So research.
Stop
I know.
fucking triggering me.
Go and Google. I don't know.
Yeah,
like check.
curiosity.
That's the thing.
Like, oh, what's that about?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm happy. I'm happy to lead, by the way. People say that, men should just go and do their own research. I'm happy to tell you.
Yeah.
I'm happy, but
I'm happy
be
to
curious.
send you even articles.
Or tell you, like, okay,
Yeah.
this is how, this, like, this is more information.
Yeah, I know. So upsetting. And it's like, if it's year 1, year 2, year 3, whatever, he's not like meeting you where you need him to meet you. No, actually,
Please.
no. And that kind of man, now once you're pregnant, and it's like, oh, so you'll take me to the guy now? No. Me, I'll wait for you at home.
Go.
You just go. No. Okay, at least my man has never.
Yeah.
My man would never.
So,
He's like,
which is
no,
which
he's
level?
So for him, it's like
being,
something.
Go and give birth on your own. Because me, si Juangi's of you too.
Okay,
but
maybe my man is like a 4.
Like super,
my man is like a 4, and it's like very specific things. It's not like something as consequential as sexual health.
Yeah.
It's like to small things, which sometimes I'm just like, but also last year you didn't know, so but now you still don't know. Please,
Tell
come
us.
on, yeah.
Okay, I agree. That following on with that, another thing which I can be sure that 99% of women hate, which is a follow-on to what you just said. Men who literally jump in sheer shock about periods, right?
Oh, right.
Let me tell you, I am also not dancing with my period. I'm not just like, ooh, baby.
Yeah.
I love the smell. No, it's blood.
You don't love the smell?
But you smell it though.
Yeah, but
everyone smells it. Everyone smells it.
Yeah.
Everyone smells
it's
it.
The iron.
I don't know what it is.
There's just something.
You just
know.
want to know.
Yeah.
Why? Anyway, I feel like I don't expect you to also be like, wow, this is such an amazing experience. We've had sex in this period everywhere. But I need you to contain your grossness, because now that's a feeling that can really separate you, like make you feel like you're just here being odd.
Yeah.
And also it's like, are you 12?
Are we 12?
Are you 12 years old?
Yeah.
Like, yuck.
No.
Yuck.
Actually, no. That's the end of that relationship.
No, for
I
sure.
can understand somebody being like a little bit like
uncomfortable,
especially if it's like a guy who didn't have sisters or maybe has just never interacted with it in person. Like I'm never
here for it.
But
yuck. And guess what? He just came from inside you.
But now,
now it's yuck.
Now it's yuck.
Yeah, if you guys have watched the movie Fair Play, like the first scene is like they're having sex
now
and
I
this
gotta watch
period.
it.
Yeah, they have sex in this period.
She knew she was on her period.
No, she didn't. Right? But they just normalized that situation. It wasn't like, this is so fun, but it was just like, this is normal.
Yeah.
I am a man. I am aware that you get periods. This happens.
And
I loved that.
The blood is not gonna burn off your penis.
The next day, he was just like, pull out that tampon. No one cares. We're having sex.
So this is pornography that you're watching.
I didn't say it's
oh
not
my
pornography.
God. Is it a limited series?
No, it's a movie.
Oh, good. I only watch movies or limited series. I'm not going to do at now 7 seasons.
Yeah, it's like an hour.
No,
it's like 2 hours or something. But
Cute.
every second worthwhile.
Really?
One of the best films. Oh my God, we can discuss it when you're done.
So you masturbated after?
No, it wasn't so about sex. Oh, you just go watch it.
I just go.
Just go watch it. But
but anyway, I like that. I completely.
I think
concur
most
with that.
women would say that's childish.
There's some, and I feel like it starts as periods, but also now when it comes to like again giving birth
and things
and
like
it's
that.
like what or like breastfeeding and like your milk is pouring from your boob or whatever. I don't expect you to be like, jumping
or like you need to help me because I see that women need help sometimes, even like going to the bathroom after they give birth.
Exactly,
not him. It's not him.
No,
do it yourself.
Some of these things you can tell from Mapema. You can tell from early on.
Yeah.
Here's something else that men do that that women tend to hate, but women in this case is like me, taking the word no as like she wants me to keep pursuing her and not being able to read the room. This is one of the ones which I said is like kind of could be chancy because sometimes women say no and really they mean yes. And it's like you're trying to play hard to get because society has told you that you shouldn't just say how you feel. Yeah. You shouldn't just express yourself. Instead, you need to
based on how hard.
Right? And it's supposed to be like, if he texts you, don't reply immediately. Let's wait 47 seconds before actually opening the message. And then like all these, sometimes I just really thank God that I'm out the dating scene because like I couldn't.
Even I'm in the dating scene and I'm not doing that. If
And
I have to
'cause
do
it's
that with
crazy.
you,
Yeah.
you're not the guy.
It's just like,
Bye.
because why?
Why?
Why are we playing these games? And so for me, I always just feel like if someone has said no, it's a no. It's not an invitation for you
Yeah.
to try harder, for you to, buy me 2 more drinks for whatever. I feel like the no is just the no. And
Yeah.
men need to realize that really, these days, women are just saying no and they mean actually
Yeah.
no. They don't want you.
Give me, are you sure? If you really feel like, are you sure?
Yeah.
Because I really want this.
Yeah.
No, that's
Done.
it. That's it. And you girls
you.
who are perpetuating this idea that no doesn't mean no,
Yeah.
you're creating a problematic environment.
Yep.
What really infuriates me is the fact that I've made a decision, but to you, that's not really a decision. It's like you are the one who knows better. That's what infuriates me about that.
It's like you're a child actually. And it's
Yeah.
that you're saying no, but the only reason you're saying no is because you don't have the full information.
Yeah, you don't.
You haven't seen the real me.
Yeah, you don't even have the capacity to really make this decision. So
exactly.
let me continue to convince you that me who knows best, this is what I believe.
And it's really bad when it's online, but it's even worse when it's in person. Because in person, it's like I've said no, I just want you to leave my space.
Yeah.
But like you're literally not leaving. So now we're just both here. Oh my
No,
God,
that's
it's the
so
worst.
disgusting.
It's the worst.
Stop
Yeah.
doing that, please.
Here's another
Thank
thing
you.
that men do actually related to that. Men don't care about wedding rings at all. Like a woman's wedding rings. It's like a man he will not care the fact that I'm married.
Maybe you're even more attractive.
Perhaps. But
Yeah.
I just find it so crazy. Like, does the thought not even cross your mind? Like, oh, she's married. Okay, fine. No.
But women are even worse.
Oh,
So this what.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay,
In
fine.
fact,
Yeah,
that's
right.
like,
Yeah.
oh, this is even great
Yeah.
because I don't have to deal with your shit. I don't have to hear you cry. I
Okay.
can just take your money, fuck you, and go.
Okay, so this is something that men do that women hate, and women do that men hate.
Do
But do men hate it?
I don't know. The jury's still out.
It's still, we'll
jury's
we'll
still
let
out on
you
that
know.
one,
We'll
for
let
sure.
you know.
Another thing that I'm pretty sure all women hate that men do is catcalling. What? Like, first of all, it's just, and it's been a while. It's been a while since I've been catcalled. It's been
But it's because you drive. You never walk anywhere outside.
This is true.
Yeah.
I walked a lot in the UK, but no one.
Yeah, there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I actually, now when you just said it, I was just like, yeah, actually, we never walk. Because the places where you'd be walking, like on the side of the road, where it's like these construction workers or there's just like random guys at a bar or whatever, you're not necessarily walking. Privilege.
Wow. This is very interesting. And also, I actually said, I feel bad that we're not in an environment where I can walk more.
Yeah.
Because I think I would love, I actually
It's so
enjoy
nice,
walking.
right? Yeah.
But dare you.
You're debating here with like boda guys
You're
and like
always,
a taxi.
afraid
You're
of
afraid whatever way is your bag, you can't wear certain things. You see in the UK, you can't even be walking around with your tiny ass shorts. Here, you have to wear a t-shirt, a hat, and jeans. That's what you're walking around in.
And do you know what? Actually, when I realized that, I was like, that is such a sad thing that women here don't get.
Yeah.
Like, you just don't know that freedom of just walking and being seen as an actual human being who has the right to do whatever.
Yeah, crazy. I remember the day when you wore those like short skirts kind of thing, and it was just like, no, you can't actually walk.
Never.
You couldn't. No, you can't. Yeah.
That is so
because
sad.
now you're inviting, rape. You're inviting rape. Yeah.
If you do that.
That's, yeah.
Okay, that took a dark turn.
I
but
know.
I was really saying that catcalling, when somebody is walking, what in your right mind? You don't want to go to her and speak to her. You just want to make random noise for everyone to see.
Yeah.
But it's such a degrading thing.
Honestly, it is.
It's horrible. But yeah, I can't remember the last time I was catcalled for sure.
In a bar?
No, people would tap you like, oh, hey, like.
Oh, that.
The tapping.
The tapping or just like touching me at all, anywhere.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Without any
no.
The
hand holders. The hand holders.
Even the ones who like will hold you at the back. Like this kind of thing as they,
and I don't know you.
I actually, anyone touching, a man touching me and I don't know you, or I have not given you consent.
Stop.
No, I wouldn't.
Stop doing that. That's terrible.
Yeah, no.
And it feels horrible.
Yeah, it feels horrible. And then you just feel unsafe. I just instantly feel unsafe.
Yeah, especially if like, it's like there's no vibe. It's like you've talked to me, you see that
and
there's
it's
a
like,
vibe,
oh, we're
and then
just like, yeah, exactly.
that's cute, that's sexy.
But
Ooh.
you'll know if
You
you
catch
are
the
there.
vibe.
Exactly.
If I'm screaming, no, stop, you ugly monkey. A nod to the fact that I don't want to be here and I don't want to do this.
No, you ugly monkey.
Leave me alone. Yeah, I feel like most women would say that they don't like that.
Yeah. Oh,
For
yeah,
sure.
definitely. Touching us or like just like calling really annoying.
Yeah.
Another thing that men do that it's one of those things that perpetuates the patriarchy in a really bad way is not calling their friends out when their friends are saying dumb things or are doing dumb things. You have a boy and like he is always cheating on his girlfriend. He is homophobic. He is, I don't know, always disrespects women. But you're like, no, but me, I'm not like that. Leave that guy. Because you're busy trying to save your friendship, but you're not willing to actually have a conversation with your friend about like, yo, you know what, this is actually not cool. Like
They
actually,
never,
your wife
ever.
and your girlfriend never want to hang out with your friends because your friends are unruly and stupid.
And that's okay with you.
Yep.
It's terrible.
Yep.
And let me tell you, so many men are comfortable to say they think a man is inappropriate. They know that a man is aggressive or he dances around the word consent, but they don't do anything about
They won't do anything about it.
I think that really irks me about that. The man, the bystander.
Yeah.
It's like, if you're really convicted about this, have a conversation. How are you even like aligning in values with someone who is like this?
That's the
who
thing.
treats people terribly.
And in fact, I feel like sometimes men will now use that as like a show of like, but you see me, I'm not like that. So it's like, you who is like, this is the way people should be. It's not like now we should be grateful that you're this way, that you don't treat women badly and you don't catcall and you don't like, I don't know, tap women's asses or sexually abuse them in the club or whatever. So now it's just like, yeah, wow. We are just so grateful that you're like that, because like this person is so horrible. It's not.
In those situations, I feel like the bystander, you're still a problem.
Yeah,
you
actually.
are still definitely a problem. And the fact that your boys think that they can do that in front of you.
That's
and also, how do I know?
Why
how
are they
do
so
I know?
comfortable?
How do I know you're not like that? Or that's what you're showing me.
Yep.
Because your boy does that, and you feel no way.
Yeah.
You feel.
In fact, you're all joking about it. You're all joking about it. And you see, the thing is that what you condone in your circles is like, obviously, then if you are the one, it comes time for you to do it. Of course, no one is ever going to say anything.
Yeah.
Crazy.
What men excuse and what they admire says a lot. Says a lot.
What
in
men
that
excuse and admire.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's true. Especially the ones men admire. Like, even if it's like a public situation and you see him admiring this man who literally just beat the shit out of his wife.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, so what did she do? No, he had to put his foot down.
Yeah, prioritizing friendship over literal like human rights abuse.
Madness. Another thing, in that same breath which you just pointed to.
In that same breath.
I can tell you the last time a man slapped my ass when I was in a club. I remember it. I remember it. I think it was 2017. I can't remember the name of the club, but I remember exactly where I
Kenya.
was. Yeah. It's the most degrading and disgusting fucking thing. And to be honest, me, if a woman is violent after that,
I get it.
I saw nothing.
Yeah.
I saw nothing. It's so infuriating. Do you know what is like? You feel like you have the right over my body. You, who is like a random person I don't know, you think you have the right over my body. No. Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. I actually can't remember the last time that. Yeah, I can't remember the last time that happened to me. But it's like,
you know it's happened to
you. But
you.
I know it. I feel like all women at some point just know that it has happened to them.
Can you
that's
imagine
crazy.
That? That's disgusting.
Yeah.
That is madness.
And then let there be another man now there saying, you relax. He didn't mean anything by it.
But it's my body. That's the problem. The fact that you don't think there's anything wrong with touching me, especially in that way, without my consent, that's madness.
Yeah,
that's patriarchy.
Even holding the waist like in a sexual way. And you kind of just know what is a sexual way. I feel like you can't really, but you just know. You just kind of know.
So annoying. I'm so triggered. Honestly, why did we do this episode?
I know, even me, I'm kind of just feeling so angry. And now we're like, I feel like we're teetering on the edge of like sexual abuse. So let's just say in general, women don't like it when men sexually abuse them.
That would be nice. It would be great if you stop doing that.
That's the thing.
Thanks.
Yeah. I realized, I feel like there's a reality of being a woman that men just would never and will never understand.
Yeah.
The concept of like, let's say it's dark at night, like it's 9 p.m. or it's 8 p.m. and it's like we need to take a walk to somewhere to get something. A man just doesn't think about like, somebody could find me and take advantage of me or like kidnap me or rape me or whatever. Zach just like operates like the world is mine, the world is his.
Belongs
Do you know
to
what I mean?
me.
He's just like, oh yeah, I'll just go.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah,
Because
wow.
the other perpetrators are other men. So
Yeah.
at least there you can square up. Me,
That's
I
the
can't
thing.
square up. But in the UK, I was working even at night on my own. Yeah. Like it's still something. I still am aware of it.
Yeah.
Like in a different way than a man would be. But it's like I could.
Yeah.
Like, and I wouldn't.
Yeah. Here.
5
you would
p.m.
never, you know. Let me see a
Catch
cloud.
me
Let me
dead.
see a cloud
Even
passing.
I'm
I'm going
out.
home. I'm going home.
not.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going
It's
home.
actually crazy.
Yeah.
Wow, to be a man.
To be a man. And we say we love being women.
Exactly.
Do we really?
Another thing that women don't like when men do is, I think this one goes without saying, but like sending unsolicited pictures or videos of things.
Are you fucking 12?
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe people are still doing that.
Yeah, I too.
I feel like it's the bottom of the barrel. That's low life. That is low life. Like,
look at me. It's
seriously.
like saying, look at me. I want to be looked at. It's crazy.
It's low life.
Yeah.
It's like the worst.
I feel like people in the dating scene are probably the ones who are experiencing this more than obviously people like us.
Yeah.
But once in a while, I will go actually to my DMs and I'll find like a random dick pic or something like that, or like, you know, a random like someone trying to hit on you or someone trying to, I don't know, just like inappropriate things. And it's like, you know, it's inappropriate. I don't need to tell you it's inappropriate, but like you're still gonna do it anyway.
Yeah. It's disgusting. And it's just like, why are you doing this? So far in the dating scene, not yet. And we pray to God that it will continue this way, because I feel like it's such low vibration energy.
Yeah.
I can't even take it.
Yeah.
Another thing that I feel, but you know, I think this one might be split, right? Something that women hate when men do is like bitching so hard about their ex, right? I think that's a red flag to me. Like, if we're talking about your ex and it's not even balanced, you know? It's like this fucking whore who's this, and especially with so much anger and passion.
Yeah.
No, that's a red flag.
Definitely a red flag.
That's a massive red flag. I don't need you to be like, she was the best thing that ever happened to me. It's so sad that I've left her. No. But that, like, you know, even the fact that you are this passionate
like you're really
about
mad.
the fact that you
can
hate
tell
her.
that no, Amma, she's the one who left you. Just be honest.
Red flag.
Just tell us.
That's always the case.
Okay, do you feel like it's more of a red flag when a man is that passionately angry about his ex, or one who just doesn't talk about her at all? Like, even does not make any reference to her.
I think that
not,
that one.
This
They're
one is
not
worse.
talking about it at all.
Yeah.
Like, okay, what
Even
happened
when
in your last relationship?
I don't want to talk about that.
No.
We should.
Because guess what? He's in therapy about her. The love of his life. It's not you.
Yeah, but it can become you, can't it?
Nope. I think that's a bigger red flag.
That one is worse.
I think that's definitely
Maybe he's
worse.
not ready to talk about it.
I hear that. How long do we give him? Because first of all,
10
what
years.
happened? Then you switch on the news. Rapist on the loose. It's your man. That's why he doesn't want to talk about her, because he doesn't want you to know, because she's out there looking for him.
With his 3 kids that she has. Okay, right. Okay, fine.
Or man missing.
Yeah.
Your man for a year has been getting looked for in Eldoret.
Okay, question then. How much information about someone's ex are we expecting from a man?
To be honest, I don't care about the ex themselves. Like who they were and what they did is none of my business. I don't care in those details.
I care.
To be honest, what I personally want to hear from the relationship is like the dynamics and mostly your part, right? Like when we have a conversation, actually, true life story, somebody was telling me about a separation that they had with somebody who obviously they dated, and they went into how the dynamics were, but leaned into what their part was, like how they were wrong or the things that they did. Because I want to see what you experienced there, what your role was, and what you've learned. That's what I really care about. I don't want to know how she looks like, I don't care.
You don't care?
I actually don't. I do not want to know.
You wouldn't want to know if like you walk into, I don't know, a restaurant and like that's a person. If we walk in together
and we see the person, you telling me that. And actually, naturally speaking, I'm going to see a picture at some point, but it's not something I care about. Who your ex is to me doesn't matter at all.
I feel like I definitely want to know the full picture of like the person who they were with. I want to know, like, even was her body type like mine? Was her hair like mine? Like, was this like, because if that was what you were attracted to, are you deviating so much from your ordinary to like this other one? Like, if you've dated 4 skinny women in a row, why suddenly are you with me? I feel like that
Who
matters
gives
to
a
me.
shit?
I care.
You're here now.
No, so that now when you're not in the promised land.
You're in the promised
No,
land.
may I want to. I just need to know. Like, and not in so much detail, but also when it comes to like the fights. Actually, now when you say it, I don't think Zach and I have ever like talked about like at the exes from a point of view of like that. Like, what did you do? What did you learn? I was just like, no, it was a toxic relationship. That's it, done. And for me, it was just like, yeah, no, she never did X and Y and Z and whatever. And it's just like, oh, okay. Maybe there's a conversation we need to have, Zach and I.
Conscious dating means that you want to have a...
I feel like this only happens when now you're dating in your 30s. You know, you're actually getting to experience something so magical and unique because people in our early 20s,
I know,
we
in
don't
your
even care
20s,
about that.
in your early 20s or whatever, you're not thinking about that.
You're really not.
Like now, it's like, it's more important for me to see, first of all, your ability to self-assess a situation and see your part and then your accountability about that. That's incredibly important because it's something which I'm going to see in you. I will expect that of you, you know? So here's the thing, I've seen I don't even think I've ever seen, maybe I've seen a picture of one ex, I'm telling you. One person's ex, and that's it. And that was just like, oh, just curious. I don't even know how that came up. It's just not something I care about.
Mate. Oh,
I do.
Because I know if you're dating in your 30s, that means probably the kind of man that you're going to align with will probably be like late 30s to maybe 40,
no,
early 40s.
First of all, no, I'm not. Update. No, I'm not doing 40s.
40s.
I'm done with 40s.
Zach is 40.
Isn't
that
great?
the
I'm so
age
happy
range?
for you.
No, it is.
Nope.
So what
I'm
do you
like
want?
a young 32. I want somebody who is like, yes, you're older and more grounded.
So like 37.
Max. Yep. Unless the Lord sends me a massive gem. I'm learning. The more people I see, the more I tweak what I like.
But you're open. Like you're not going to discount
it has
this
to be
perfect
a gem.
man
exactly
because he's 40.
For a gem,
40s is where it's at, girl.
No, I'm sorry. It's no. I can tell you it's no.
Okay, maybe not for dating, but for somebody who, maybe, okay, fine, I get it.
Yeah, 37 max. And then, there's like a way they start looking. I'm not there yet.
What do you mean there's a way they start looking? What do you mean by
you
that?
Know.
No,
why are you shocked?
No, I don't know. Tell her, explain to us. What do you mean there's a way they
start? There's just like a way a man's body looks when he's like older. I've experienced 2 over 40s now, and I can tell you.
Yeah, but
and they work out. Yeah, it's
the
fine.
other one was over 40.
Yeah,
he wasn't bad looking.
Yeah, he was great, but there's still something.
I thought
he was great, but there's just still something. And I feel like because, like, for example, I feel like if you're 32, you've got kids, there's a way you would see.
There's a youthfulness.
There's a youthfulness you maybe not have. Actually, my friend Sassy has a child, and she is possibly the most fun person and youthful person I have ever met. So maybe it's not about kids. No. You're not. You're not.
Okay, what's not youthful about me? Look, my dress is red. This is a very fun and playful.
I'm showing my thighs.
You see?
You're not aged either. It's not like if I was going to describe you. You're 33. If I was going to describe it wouldn't be like the playful Joanne.
Would you be like the playful Lydia?
I wouldn't say exactly playful, but youthful or like, yeah.
Okay, so you would say like, looking at me, like I definitely give you like, I'm a mom and a wife.
Yes.
Okay. That's cool. So this is what I told Terembe. I want to like change my wardrobe so that I look, but I know it's not a wardrobe thing. It's also an energy thing.
It is an energy thing. And you are married with 3 kids. The things you're thinking about, even right now it's in you. You're thinking about your life.
Okay, now I need to ask myself, what is it about being perceived that way that I feel like,
But the other day when you said that people tell you don't look like a mom, you said you find that offensive.
Oh, this is also offensive.
So?
I don't know.
So what do we do?
No, it's just like, I just want to look like a woman. It's not like, I don't want to look like I'm married with 3 kids, but I don't want to not look like I'm married with 3 kids.
But maybe,
I just want to look.
But guess what? I don't know. If it's because I know that you're married with kids, that would be hard for you to... no, because I can tell Sassy for sure.
Exactly, that's
Sassy
the thing.
Doesn't look...
Okay, you mean like the difference between like me and let's say Geraldine? That's exactly what the problem is.
Oh.
You see? Yeah, you see?
Oh, wait. But she's a lot younger than you, one.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Oh, how old is she?
I think she's like 26 or 27.
Oh, all right, yeah.
Yeah, that's not a good match. Let's find a 33-year-old who's married with kids.
Do you feel like if I had your body and you had my body, it would be the same?
No. It's true. Like the smaller you are, the more people perceive that you're not young, because the more kids you have, the more likely you are to be a bit bigger. And also our metabolism slows down as we get older. So it's like actually everyone gets bigger when they get older.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I guess this is just one of those like hard truths. Have we done an episode on hard truths that we don't want to accept?
Yeah. Remember?
Ugh.
We're just like,
fucking hell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes, the funny thing is, like, I feel like sometimes I look at my life as if, like, I'm looking at my life,
Okay.
It's always like, it's like I'm a mom with 3 kids, but also it's like I'm a wife with 3 kids, but also it's like I'm a wife with 3 kids. Oh my God.
I hear
it's
you.
like,
I look at you like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Like when we're just talking, I'm just like, and I say Mutana, I'm just like, yeah, she has kids. She has 3 of them.
Melly says that to me all the time. She's like, so these are like your kids.
But
like,
funny
for real.
enough, I don't feel like your energy carries that, because I feel like you're one of those people, rare people, who is like, you're such an individual, because those things are facts about you. But you individually, you are the person who fights for your right to be just you more than anyone else. So I feel like it's hard for me to even say that, because I know that you have kids, and I know that what a big part of that is.
No, I get it, but you know what I mean.
Okay,
it's like sometimes it's like they're facts which are like in your head, but they're not like here. Then when they're here, it's just like, no, go back to my head. You know what I mean?
Like, okay, I don't.
What were we even talking about? We are so off topic.
I don't even know. What were we talking about?
Interesting. It was a good
like dating men who are over 40.
Yeah.
I feel like for now, I just want to date like 37 max. But if God sends a gem, guys, I'm not going to send him back.
Yeah, I don't know. I just see you with 40.
No.
That's just what I feel like. Yeah.
The track record is showing that, but
it's really gonna be good. And you're gonna help him stretch, because his knees ain't doing good.
No,
you're gonna help him.
No. If he's going to be actually,
and I need him to be friends with
the other one we could have done, because he's youthful.
Exactly.
He's youthful.
And
so
energetic,
it needs to be a
and
very youthful, energetic, no dad bod body yet.
Oh my God.
Let me enjoy you for a few years.
I need him to be able to be friends with Zach. If you bring someone too young, they're not gonna mesh.
That's Zach who decides to make that a barrier. Because it doesn't need to be a barrier.
Really? Or it just depends on this person's energy.
Yeah, energy is going to matter. Yeah.
Oh my God. I just need whoever God has aligned for you to just like, for him to bring that person, so that like we can just like get it over and done with,
I don't want to rush anything that I want to last forever.
I want it to be rushed. That's what I was saying, me from a personal.
For you.
Yeah, from
all
a
right,
God,
you heard Joanne.
Next one.
God, wow, we're talking for 20 minutes on one point.
I know.
Was that mine or yours?
I don't know whose it was. But anyway, here's something that I find personally very annoying is men making anything that could potentially be seen as like emotion, or like even bromance or whatever, like anything to do with like men to men, as like it's gay. And it's disgusting.
Are you
so
12?
Like, I don't know why it's such a thing that like when it's woman to woman, it's like, oh, Lydia and Murugi, it's like, oh, so cute, we can hug, we can kiss, touching each other's boobs. But when it's like even remotely suggested that they could perhaps like a man, be friends with
even
a man,
hugging
even
sometimes.
loving their
they don't even tell each other I love you,
And suddenly it's just like, yo man, that's some gay shit, man. That's no homo, bro. That's so homo.
I don't think anyone who has money says shit like that.
Girl, yes.
Men who are impactful in the world don't say shit like
that. They just don't. I find it so annoying. Or like anytime you tell them anything like to do with, taking care of their skin, or taking care of like anything which they see as girly, it's just like, no, that's gay.
I find that the thing is,
annoying. Yeah.
I can't then get wet for you. You decide. It's either or. I get wet for you, or you say shit like that, but it's not both.
It's not both.
It's not both. Yo, that's gay.
Yeah, exactly.
The last time I heard that, I was like 15.
I find that so annoying. I actually, to me, it's just
grow
like
up.
It's like exactly, and it's
Grow
like
up.
now in this world that we are living in now, it's just like there are homosexuals and there are heterosexuals, there's transsexuals, there's everything in between, pansexuals, whatever, and like all of these things are just like okay. And
I don't know if I told you this.
Yeah,
when we said something about heterosexual, right? No, metrosexual, and somebody said, I don't know if this is true, that metrosexual was a word invented by heterosexual men to try and separate themselves from being perceived to be homosexual. So apparently there's a homophobic undertone to that word.
Definitely. There's also a homophobic undertone too. Like now, actually tied to that, it's like men who won't care so much about their personal hygiene. And that's now actually like, because that's just like masculinity. And it's like, if you shower every day,
that fucking t-shirt, Jake.
You shower every day, that's kind of like homosexual, because it's like now you smell good and you look good. And then now you make the men who actually want to shower and change and smell good and look good now feel like they are the homosexuals because they're showering.
I'm not arguing with you about water and Joroge. I'm not.
I'm not water.
Arguing with you about water. I'm not doing it.
No.
Watch that ass crack.
Please.
No.
And like this, I feel like end of the day, like when my man comes home, there's a certain like sexy muskness. But it's not, it's like,
even
obviously, but you're still
really
gonna
good.
shower though.
Well, they're musty.
Yeah.
They do.
The balls.
Yeah.
Their
balls smell really nice, but that musty.
One really day nice, musty, we mean
not
really
3
bad.
weeks.
Really nice, but really bad. You know? Really bad, but like really nice.
It's like a turn on.
And it's like you've been working so hard for me. Your balls have just been like in your pants.
Come here, let me teabag you, daddy.
Let me give you something. Yeah. But it's like now we're not going to, it's been a day. Now it's been the whole weekend.
First of all, I'm
Sunday.
not doing that after 2 days. No. Please.
We're not doing it.
We are not arguing about water.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we are not doing.
Yeah. And men just need to stop making like basic everyday things now be it's like a homosexual or heterosexual thing. It's not a competition here, please.
We need to take care of our appearance, every single person.
Thank you. Good night. Any other?
Okay. Some people, actually, I think majority of women would say that they hate when men brag about their dick size. Actually, I have not met a man who is truly endowed, who is leading with like, oh, I'll show you what this big. Actually, most men who have been well endowed were a beautiful surprise.
Yeah.
Just a nice present.
I didn't know. You're right, actually. You're right. And I feel like I will take the bragging about dick size, but that can't be before I have seen it. See, it's like now we're in a relationship,
now that
it's like we know. I know that your penis is big. Like I already know it's big.
Yeah.
So it's like now even in conversation if it's coming up, it's just like I can't wait to whatever. Not until like literally I barely have gotten to know your personality. I've just discovered you're a narcissist and what you're shouting about is your big dick. No. No, thank you.
Let it be a beautiful surprise. Just like how women are just like, oh yeah, I've got this type of, it's all like in jest. But really, that's not a personality. It cannot be a personality trait for you to be bragging about your dick size.
Yeah,
please.
No, thank you. Actually, some men lean in too much into that.
Yeah.
To a point where it's like, even if your penis is actually big, now we don't even want it anymore.
Actually, if that's what you're leading with, like if that's all you have, I'm sorry. You're not bragging about your money? Oh,
because you ain't got none, bro.
Oh,
yeah, we don't
because men usually start with money.
Yeah.
So why are we at a dick?
That is the question.
What's missing?
Yeah. Also, some of these things I just feel like it's either it's like 30s or it's like everybody's going to feel this way because I feel like if you're in your early 20s, maybe you might not feel as passionately about some of these things that we've mentioned as perhaps we do. Like, for example, the period one that we mentioned, if you in your early 20s are still like making peace with like how your body is and you're still getting comfortable, then obviously you don't expect a man to like 100% be comfortable with your body.
Yeah.
But I feel like the older that you get, the more you realize, wait, we've been cutting this man too much slack.
And we need to start when we are young. Slack, like, don't give yourself slack about entertaining rubbish because you're young. Start now. We didn't have TMI.
Yeah.
You do.
You do.
You
lucky
do.
Bitch. Oh
you do.
God.
So when Joroge is just like, yuck, over period, you can correct him and be like, are you 12 years old?
Honestly, I don't know what I would do if a man
if we
told
want to
me
do
yuck in the like I don't know what I would do.
Grow up.
Yeah.
Anything that's within sex. What have I told you? There's no yuck.
We said quiffy.
Pussy fart. Oops.
It's all of us.
Yeah. You are in the back end and now there's poo. Oops.
Ooh, yeah, this is gonna be something.
It is going to be what it's going to be.
Yeah,
you don't get it both ways.
No, it's smelling a bit funky, but like you knew.
Here we are. You knew what you're getting yourself into.
You knew 100%.
Like what the problem with a lot of these dynamics tend to be is the woman who gets shamed.
Yeah.
No, why aren't we? Why aren't you ashamed that you're in the back end? Why aren't you ashamed? Yeah. Why are you there?
Why are you?
Who sent you there? Be ashamed of yourself.
Not us being ashamed of me.
Yeah. Why is the shame on the woman?
I am one of the many
Piss off.
participants in this activity.
Exactly.
It's not just me.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Done.
Anyway, if this episode has touched you anything, there are many things that men do that we hate. I feel like we haven't even scratched the surface.
Let me tell you,
we haven't even.
they're just coming
we haven't
out.
even.
Are we going to do one that things men do that women love? Or
Things
let
men do?
let the hate sink
I feel like
in.
we have done one of like things men do that
But
women
I think
love.
it was definitely about relationships more than men in general.
Men in general. Okay, fine. Let us know in the comments, guys, if you want us to do an episode like that. And also leave for us some other things that men, perhaps, in your circles, do or have done that you personally hate, because, we love to hate on men sometimes.
Let me tell you an ick my friend told me about. Like, this is not even ick, this is just disgusting. Apparently, a man who walks in a room and only acknowledges other men, like he only says hello to other men, like shakes their hand. And I experienced something like this. I won't even say where we were. So we were women. We walked into a room and we found a man there, right? There's something we were being shown. And then he greeted us. He was like, hi, whatever. Then a man who we were with, now he just had he was just behind. He walked in and he went and he shook his hand.
Oh. Crazy.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
I
but
literally was just like,
what does
you're
this
not shaking?
indicate? So it's kind of like, it's like to make you feel like you're smaller than them.
Fuck
so that now if he does say hi to you or talks to you, it's like it's a favor. He's doing you a favor.
It's only a man who's worth the handshake.
Yeah.
Literally, where he walked to the man to shake his hand. And when we walked in,
nothing.
I was perplexed. And then my friend told me that there's men who do that. They don't acknowledge women in the room.
Yeah.
They walk in and actually shake men's hands. And you...
Is there a wave?
I feel like the distinction, even if you're going to like have a wave here and a handshake here, but it's not like separated by men and women. You don't have to shake everyone's hand or however you want to greet people. But
yeah, literally, I feel like the patriarchy is alive and well, and sometimes you just don't see it. Another group of men is the group of men who like anything that has to do with like a woman trying to like be like, yeah, but I'm a person too. It's kind of like, hey, this feminism things, always labeling everything as feminism.
Shut
when you're literally just saying, yeah, but wait, there are no women in your organization. There's only one woman and 120 men or whatever. It's just like, hey, yeah, these feminist things, this feminist agenda. You guys, the feminist agenda. Literally,
what are you talking
we
about?
just want basic respect. Like, are you serious?
And like Abote, I've had somebody who kind of said something along those lines. So I was just like, what's feminist to you?
Yeah.
Then he says it, I'm like, that's actually not feminist. So you saying that, you don't even know what you're saying.
And then putting you in a position where now you have to defend. Now I'm explaining to you what feminism is and how this situation is not feminism and why women deserve to have a seat at the table.
I'm not doing that. I'm not arguing with... first of all, I'm not talking to men who hate women. I'm not doing that. If I get a sign, this small sign that you hate women or our walk on earth, you have no empathy for some of the things that we deal with, because I have empathy for what men deal with. So if you don't have empathy for what women are dealing with, you don't think we should have basic rights.
Yeah.
You don't think that it's amazing that we're emancipated because you feel like we're going to take over at war.
Yeah.
I'm out.
That's the thing.
But we can have an objective conversation about like how there is like the extremists about feminists and like how some of the movement, we can have that. Because I'm able to also critique the movement or the people who have used the movement in a negative way. I can have that conversation.
But from a knowledgeable point of view, not from now anything I say is just like, like you women, you just want, so you wanted equal rights. So you wanted equal rights, so you pay for this. It's like, grow the fuck
Shut
up.
The fuck
it's
up.
not, that's not what it means.
Oh my God.
I get
you
so
pulled
mad.
up my chair.
Yeah.
And now it's like,
now exactly. You women, you're always saying that you want equal rights, but now you don't want to pay for the needs. You guys
if
are
you're
always
broke, just say. Just say.
So annoying. Actually, it's one of the most annoying things ever. Like for me, I'm not willing to start getting a back and forth with you about that. I'm just not.
I'm not going to have it.
I'm really not.
I'm not going to have it at all.
God.
And it's like, why are you so bothered? Like, why are you here? You're hating from outside the club. You're not a woman.
You can't even get in. I feel like we also need to have an episode on feminism.
Yeah.
And like, because I feel like it's just one of those things which is so misunderstood. Like, in fact, these days, every time I hear it, I just feel triggered because I'm just like, is it actually relevant in that context in which you have said it?
Exactly. But I feel like there's also people who use the different misinterpretations of feminism to be hateful.
Yeah.
You're not curious. You haven't Googled what actually feminism is about. You're not curious to understand
Or
what
the
it's about.
history of it,
You
how
don't
it's
know.
developed, whatever.
You don't
You're
know
right.
and you don't care. You're just using that word as an excuse. And funny enough, is it triggering to you when if people like we're in a room and everyone asks like who's a feminist here, and there are women who don't put up their hand?
Yeah, it is. But you see, actually, it's not triggering to me because I'm like, this person doesn't know. She doesn't understand. Because if she did, she definitely would not.
And it
not
bugs
to be
me
putting
that
up
you're
her
not
hand. Yeah.
curious enough to
Yeah.
understand what it's about.
Not everyone is. What's one of the things about growing up is you have to realize other people just aren't. Just the same way it bothers me when women are not ambitious. I'm always just like, so what you have is just enough for you. This is all the money you ever want to be earning. That's it.
Enough.
To me, that's infuriating. But it's like you kind of just have to.
Yeah. To put it in an easy way, if you're raising your son and your daughter, do you want them to have equal opportunities to have a free, full life, socially, financially, politically?
Yeah.
Do you want them to be equal, to have equal opportunities?
Yeah.
That's it.
That's actually the thing.
And if you don't ask yourself why.
Ask yourself. Actually, it's quite annoying. And maybe it's the fact that many of us don't actually realize how much feminism plays a part in like our literal day-to-day life, or like the inequalities between men and women.
Yeah.
That's literally a whole episode.
And the people who fought in this movement that you don't care about is the reason why you can open your bank account without the permission of your husband. It's the reason why you can vote. I mean, all of these things were changed because they didn't exist before.
Yeah.
They were changed because we want the right to be able to vote about who governs us.
I know.
Anyway.
Although I saw a TikTok the other day which was saying about like, this woman was like, whoever fought for women to have like the ability to work. Why?
Dumbass.
Why did you
I'd
do
be
that?
asleep right now. I'd be asleep right now.
And it was so genuine how she's like, why did you do that?
And I saw this girl who was working, she's just like, when you're working and you realize maybe you do belong in the kitchen.
Oh yeah. Perhaps.
Somebody put me back.
Somebody
put me back.
No, I've said many times, if my husband was to be like, this amount of money I'm earning right now, I will pay you and you just be a stay-at-home mom, I would do it. Yeah. I would gladly do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't, not having to work so vigorously.
Yeah.
I don't think I would ever not to do anything.
Yes, I would do something, but it's not like I have to.
Vigorously.
Right now, you have to be here, babe.
I have to be here.
You have to.
You have to.
That's it.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, do let us know below. Please even give us your thoughts on feminism. Do you want us to do an episode about it? Let us know some things that men do that you hate. And let us know if you want us to do an episode of things men do that we love. Right?
Yes.
Have I said that correctly?
Yes. Things men do that we love, that women love.
Exactly, that women love.
That would be a good one to balance this hate spree.
So that we can just like, let's sanitize our PR and our perceptions online. True. Let's do that.
Can I just sanitize it a bit more? I have realized, I think in recent interactions with a lot of my male friends, that there's something I feel around them that I just don't feel around women. And it's a special thing that I don't think I've been appreciating as much. But now I am. So I'm still talking about the men I've selected, not
anyone else. Yeah, I feel like also, is it because most of them are,
they're not,
aren't they?
No, not most of them. That's just one group.
All right, that's the only group I thought you were referring to. Who's another group?
Derito, Carrier,
all right. Dennis. Oh, right, yeah.
Mariah.
I always forget about those ones that they exist. You have more male friends than women.
I don't. It's actually pretty balanced.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe it just seems that way.
Does it?
It seems that way because a lot of your female friends, some of them are not here. So it's like the ones in the UK. So like now when you're in the UK, it's like, wow, she has so many female friends.
Yeah.
But when you're here, it feels like it's a lot of male friends kind of thing.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. In Kenya, yeah. It's outweighed.
But I like that they at least give you that. And I think that's how women generally will select male friends. And that's probably why many women are not comfortable having male friends, because it's just like, can you trust them? Like, do you feel that comfortable around them? I feel like with my man, I don't have that many male friends. Actually, do I have any male friends? Maybe like one or two.
The theater with.
Oh yeah, exactly. Okay, so probably like one or two, or three maximum. I feel like with them, and especially even with my husband, there are times when like maybe they'll say something, like some of these things that we are saying that men hate, they'll say something. But for me, I like the fact that when they do say something or something comes up, I feel the freedom to be able to be like, actually, when you say that, that's very problematic. Yeah. it is problematic. It's problematic to me when you refer in a derogatory way to another woman, even if that woman is not me, because someone else will be referring to me like that. And would you be comfortable with that? So being able to even just tell them and them to be able to receive the feedback and for me to see they're actioning it, that's very important to me in a male friendship.
Yeah, and actually, this is another way which we can merge the world in like male and female friendship. I personally feel like it is like there's a maturity you need to have to not sexualize every man you meet to be able to have authentic friendships. Where it's just like literally, I would not ever date you and I don't want to be with you, but you are an amazing man to me, you're an amazing friend to me, you know? Yeah, people are always shocked that I can maintain friendships. And I had these relationships when I was in a relationship. They've been here even long before that.
Yeah.
And you can maintain them as long as there's respectful boundary. But the problem is, you guys want to be together and you're pretending. That's why the friendship is not working.
That's the issue. And maybe some people just have that ability to respect those boundaries. Other people just don't. And if you know you're one of those people who don't, then perhaps it's just best to befriend people of your own gender.
For sure.
Perhaps.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, we are going to bring one which is about love, we promise. But if you are walking out there, don't go now assuming every man is like this. These are examples that we've said because of the majority of opinions, the things women have been through. But to be fair, I feel like there's many things that we haven't experienced, even on this list, in a long time.
Yeah.
So we pray that there's change.
Yeah.
We pray that
we can only pray.
We can only hope. We can only
hope.
We're
looking forward to hearing from you guys. Please do follow us on our socials as well if you haven't already. TMI Podcast KE, Lydia KM, Murugi Munyi, so you can also take part in such conversations, because often we'll ask you guys your opinion before we actually start recording, so we can incorporate your feedback as well in the episode.
Yeah.
So do follow us and subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you in our next episode.
Bye.